Violent offenders walking free. It's happening more than you might think when it comes to domestic violence cases. Tonight, the WREG investigators sit down with a judge who is raising a red flag. Our chief investigator, Jessica Gertler, explains why he sees the same offenders time and time again out there, yet their record doesn't reflect it.
And why he fears it's keeping domestic violence victims from getting the help they need.
Want to walk?
Norman was happy to have a home. The rescue pup, well known on his block.
Norman would just hang out in the yard and, sunbathe.
One neighbor who talked to us on the phone says Norman didn't bother anyone. It's why he couldn't grasp what happened.
The more I looked into it, the more suspicious I got.
February 10th, police got a call. Norman was dead in a ditch.
I saw the dog. The whole top of his head was blown out. I wasn't entirely sure who shot the dog, but I was very suspicious of Mr. Menace.
Police were also suspicious of this man, Joshua Menace, who was apparently dating one of Norman's owners. Officers say they arrested him when they saw blood in the yard, deck, and on his hoodie and boots. Menace was charged with the intentional killing of an animal. His bail screening form deeming him a risk to public safety, noting 5 misdemeanors. Still, he got out on a $5,000 bond.
Anybody that can do that to a dog, would easily do that to a human.
Court records state after police further talked to Norman's owner, she told them Menace had attacked her before, at least on 2 occasions. The first time, he strangled her until she passed out. The second, he headbutted her, broke her nose, and severely injured her eye and cheek. She didn't contact police when it happened because she was too scared of retaliation. Menace is now facing aggravated assault charges.
Honorable Judge Greg Gilbert is presiding.
Menace's case is just one of 5,000 to 6,000 domestic violence cases that cycle through the Shelby County criminal court system every year. A majority heard by General Sessions Judge Greg Gilbert.
You see escalating violence, same parties will be assaulted multiple times.
The cases he handles are pre-indictment, meaning when someone is arrested, they first come to his court, where they have a preliminary hearing before the case gets sent to a grand jury for more formal charges.
Victims generally don't want to participate in prosecution initially. 60 to 80% of our cases that are set for preliminary hearing, victim does not appear, case gets dismissed.
Judge Gilbert says a prosecutor can still send the case to a grand jury, but he says that's rare because a victim can be a key component to the case.
So when that happens, and they get thrown out, how often do you see some of those same defendants back?
It's very, very common.
Common to see the same offenders, yet their records don't reflect just how often they've stepped into his courtroom. See, when a case gets dismissed, under Tennessee law, the charge is immediately eligible for expungement, wiped off their record for good.
And that's the concern I have.
Especially if an offender is arrested in the middle of the night and they appear in front of a judicial commissioner who decides how much their bond will be.
When you pull up the record through our Odyssey system, the clerk system, will show us his first arrest. You won't have any idea that they've been charged previously.
Oftentimes, the offender then gets a low bond or no bond at all.
They're going to get right back out and go right to the victim and manipulate the system again.
Judge Gilbert says it gives the offender control and the victim less time to plan, like finding alternative housing, already a grueling process.
We are just very busy right now. We recently hired another case manager, and we do need another case manager.
Marquita Odom Williams runs the local YWCA, which operates a 24-hour emergency domestic violence shelter. She says space is limited due to maintenance issues.
We have additional space upstairs that we can actually build out to probably 102, 103 beds.
Another battle. There's not enough transitional housing to move survivors and their families to.
That some are here 8 and 9 months because they have so many barriers that they are trying to work through.
Well, data indicates domestic violence charges were down 5% in Shelby County last year. Judge Gilbert thinks those numbers can drop even more by changing the law.
So my proposal is to delay expungement in domestic violence cases when they're dismissed after a preliminary hearing for a year.
Currently, there's a bill being proposed in Nashville that would do just that, require a 1-year waiting period before any DV charges are wiped off a record.
I understand that there is a presumption of innocence, but if you know that someone has abused someone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, the bond should reflect their appropriate risk and danger to that victim.
As for Minnis, his cases are moving forward. He's been indicted by a grand jury, and with the DV charges, his bond is now at $95,000. Those who knew Norman are hoping for justice for both his owner and for him. Investigating for your news leader, Jessica Gertler, WREG News Channel 3.
Sweet little pup. Well, the president of the Memphis Shelby Crime Commission says the bill is one of their priorities, but it doesn't look like it will pass this year. He says they'll work with other interested parties to push this bill next year. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, help is available. Call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233.